There you are. Hey, how you doing? I hope you had a great weekend. This is Kieran, and this is week 3, module 11. Wow, we are making some traction, aren't we? Hey, if you're just joining us, just get caught up. What I'm recommending is you do 2 videos a day for about the next week, and you'll be caught up, and just stay with us. So don't jump ahead. Start at the beginning. Don't start today. Go back to the beginning, and you will catch up with us. So now, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to start working with the mind to create what we truly want, what you truly want to have. Now, I asked you to write down what you really want. I asked you to write down on Friday what you really want in terms of money, health, relationships, and also the type of person that you want to be. Happy, confident, fit, healthy, sexy. Now, it's important you've done this work. If you haven't, then watch this, follow along, and then you'll have to go and create that. So, how much money do you want to have in your life? What's the health you want to have? The relationship you want to have? And what type of person you want to be? These are the areas which I believe are of most important to people. Family, relationships, health, money, and you. Now, when the farmer plants a seed in the soil, it uses the energy to manifest into the crop. So, when the seed is planted in the soil, the soil is covered over the seed, and now water from either the rain or the farmer's irrigation system and fertilizer, manure, hopefully natural, organic, and all of that's applied. And then the soil and the nutrients from the soil working together with the water, working together with the fertilizer, and the energy from the earth and the sun, far infrared light, all of that energy starts to work together. And other energies that we can't see are starting to work with the creation of that crop. It knows what to do. The seed knows what to do. The soil, the water, the fertilizer, all of the energy from the earth, all work in harmony to create the crop. Your mind and the universe, space above us, are the soil. I want you now to understand that the mind and the universe, in all of the space around us, that's the soil. Your thoughts are the seed. Your thoughts are the seed. So you decide what you want. You decide the amount of money. The amount of money is the seed. The relationship you want is the seed. The health you want is the seed. We plant the seed in our mind and we nurture it with our feelings, our emotions, and our senses, and we grow it and create it and manifest it in the outer world. So using the analogy of the farmer and the seed and the soil, that's helping us understand that the mind and space in the universe is the soil. The thought is the seed. We plant the seed, and then we're going to nurture it. And we're going to nurture it with the fertilizer, which is the emotions. And that's the water and the fertilizer, it's the food. And we give it energy. And we start to create this vibration that's going to attract that to which we want, which is already out there. It already exists. And we're going to attract it to us. You know, I have another program that's on a different level that has to be done live. It's a live seminar. But it's actually taking yourself and putting yourself into the place of what you want. It's fascinating. And I'll be doing that sometime in the future. It's very powerful mind work, and it's going to be done live. And it's also going to be combined with a wealth manifestation seminar, putting actual practice techniques and guidance by a specialist by using the mind and working on creating money. Oof, it's going to be powerful. So, we create a vibration of energy, a feeling, and this feeling vibrates with the end result of what we want. And when we combine the vibration with that to which we want to manifest, the result happens over time. Now, time is an interesting thing. How long is it going to take? Kieran, I don't know. That's up to you, because you need to do the action. You might have to get some more education in a specific area, more experience. But all of this process of manifestation is going to direct you and propel you forward into those areas, and then it'll happen. What I find is that the more frequency that you do the exercises in, the higher the frequency, the more you do it, the faster things start to happen and come in your life. So, remember, you're growing the seed into the reality. When we do this as a habit, and it's done regularly, it's fascinating what happens. You will see that it works. But it has to be a daily habit. It cannot be a once in a while, here and there, That's just fantasy. Wishing things would happen. You want things to happen, you gotta work for it on the inner world and the outer world. That's how we do it. Inner world, thoughts, feelings, and emotions with action creates the results that we want in our life. So, we imagine what we want. We tell our minds what we want. We don't let our minds tell us what we want. We tell our minds what we want. If you let your mind tell you what you want, it's going to tell you something different. It's going to tell you that you can't do it, you can't be it, you can't have it. Because it's conditioned. Now, we can do all kinds of work of removing these files and reconditioning the mind, but actually, what we're doing right now is at a much higher level, at a much advanced level, and you can actually skip all of this, and using these techniques, you will empower your mind and replace the negativity, replace the negative, unsupportive files rapidly. It's like getting on the slow train or the speed train. You get on the slow train or the bullet. We're on a high-speed train. So we imagine what we want, and we tell our minds what we want. Do you remember the story of Milt Campbell? I told you that the other day. He imagined all of his life that he was going to be the greatest athlete in the world. I am the world's greatest athlete. I am the greatest athlete in the world. He told himself over and over ever since he was a child. And what happened was, as Milt grew up, he wasn't always the greatest athlete. But he kept telling himself, I'm the greatest athlete in the world. He didn't win every race. He wasn't the fastest runner all the time. He didn't throw the shot put as far. He didn't throw the javelin as far. He didn't do the hurdles as fast as everybody else all the time. He had wins and losses and wins and losses. But what happened was, as he kept telling himself, I'm the world's greatest athlete, it empowered him to train, it empowered him to get better at his skills, and it empowered him to increase his strength. And then even when people were even beating him, he still maintained this conscious, I am the world's greatest athlete. And what happened was those other people started to fall off. They either quit or they just fell off or other things happened. And this is what happens in life. You want something and you don't put the effort in and you quit, you'll find that over time things will start to fall off in your life. But if you stay focused on what you want and you're committed to working at it and become better at it and better at it and better at it, if you're playing sports, people will fall off. You'll get your opportunities. If you're in business, other competitors may go away. Clients will suddenly see that, hey, I like you, and they'll go to you. And they'll suddenly see you may have something better. And they'll suddenly realize you're part of an organization that's doing really well, and I want to be part of that organization. So what's going to happen is, guys, you're going to create it and bring it to you. You have to believe this. Just stay focused on what you want. So what Milt did is he stayed focused on what he wanted. His competitors started to fall off, and eventually he became a state champion. He got onto the U.S. Olympic team. He got to Helsinki. He won the bronze medal. He kept going. He won the gold medal in Melbourne, Australia in 1956. Milt Campbell, the first black American to win the decathlon. You see, Milt was not always the best, but in his mind, he was. And that's what got him the gold medal. You see, his energy was propelling him forward all the time. So are you prepared to use your energy, your God-given energy? Are you ready to propel yourself forward? Forget about your past failures. Forget about everything that hasn't happened. Forget about your whining and complaining and all that negativity. Just let it all go. Forget about past relationships. They aren't meant to be with you. Maybe it hurt for a while, but you suddenly realize that wasn't really what I wanted. And you start to look for the person of your dreams. And you find them. And you get clearer on what you want. And it always gets better. And I've interviewed people who've been in 2 or 3 relationships or marriages, and they finally find their partner. So sometimes it's okay if you have to move on, and you'll find the right person. And you can't let guilt keep you in a relationship. You can't let shame keep you in a relationship. You can't let other people's thoughts and opinions about who you're with. No. You know what you want. You create what you want in your life. The amount of money you want to make, you create it. The type of business you want to, you create it. You bring it to you. But we give these seeds of thought first to the mind. So in this session, we're going to seed. Tomorrow, we're going to emotionally visualize. Now, you've written down what you want. I'd like you right now to pick one to work with. Just pick one. Look at your notes on how much money you want to make, the relationship you want, the health you want to be in, the self-confidence, the new you. Let's call it the new you. I want a new me. A new me that's consciously deciding what's going to happen. And we're filling up the subconscious mind. And we're going to get to this in a more detailed session later. But we're consciously creating the new you. Now, as you do this, it's going to be done in a way that you actually believe that what you're seeding into your mind is real. It's real. It's the reality you're going to create. You have it. You own it. You claim it, and you will start to vibrate with the feeling that you have it or you are being it. And then we're going to transition into a more in-depth session tomorrow where we use the imagination to see the image, to see the event, to see the person, whatever it is, and we're going to create it in our mind in a very real way. It's like we're going into production mode now. So let's get the seeding done. This is important. Look at your notes. What kind of money do you want to make? What type of relationship do you want to have? What is your health look like? Have you lost weight? Are you gaining muscle? Are you changing your diet? Are you working out 3 to 4 times a week? This is important. What type of person are you? Now, what I'd like to do for the practice of today, I'd like you to pick one area, and we're going to work with that area right now. So just pick one area. It could be money, health, relationship, or yourself. Excellent. Now, I'd like you to close your eyes, and if you're sitting down, just sit up nice and straight. If you're lying down, just uncross your legs, uncross your arms, let your hands and your arms just fall to your side. Uncross your fingers, shake it all out, shake your body. If you're sitting, just sit up straight. Excellent. And close your eyes, please. Close your eyes. Now, we just want to get ourselves a little relaxed. And most of you know how to do this. I teach this in a little different way. And what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 deep breaths, and we're going to exhale, and at the end of the exhale, we're just going to blow it out. Whatever is left in there, we're just going to blow it out. Okay, take a nice deep breath, please. Inhale. And exhale. Good job. And at the end, blow it out. Excellent. And once again, nice deep breath. Inhale. Excellent. Deep, deep, deep. And exhale. Good job. And again, inhale, deep breath. And exhale. Good. And keep your eyes closed and inhale. Don't look at me. Just worry about you. It's your life. Inhale, inhale. And exhale. Good. And one more. Inhale. Nice, deep, deep, deep. Good. Really expand your chest. And exhale. Excellent. Nicely done. Keep your eyes closed, please. Now, using your mind, I'd like you now to plant the seeds of what you want. If it's a house, I'd like you to plant what the house looks like. If it's an event, plant the event. If it's a car, an object, a material thing, place it in your mind, exactly what you want it. If you're an athlete, create the race, or create the play on the field, or create the scene of hitting that ball, or throwing that ball, or shooting that puck. Whatever it is, create the scene. Excellent. Now, we're seeding. We're telling the mind, we're seeding the mind with the thought that to which we want. And what you're going to do is you're now going to look at that house, or look at that car, or look at that you, and you're going to see it in its finished state. The play completed, the house, the car, the girl, the guy, the kids, the baby you want, the health, the physical health. You're cut and ripped. You got your bikini on. You got your surfer shorts on. Speedo, wherever you are in the world. You're fit. Those love handles are gone. You're eating good food. Excellent. Get in touch with it now. And really see it. And now I'd like you to detail it as much as possible. Detail that house. Detail that car. The color, the textures, the clothes you're wearing. Where this athletic event is happening. Big stadium. Really get into detail. Hear the crowd cheering for you. My son visualizes hockey all the time. And he visualizes being in the big arena with the crowd and scoring the goal. And it's that overtime win. Visualize. See it. Tell your mind what you want. I have this now. Tell your mind I have it. Say I have it. It's here. It's happening. Whatever exercise you're working with, if it's an object or a thing or an event or a place, tell your mind this is now. This is now. It's now. It's happening. This is it. I've got it. Hold on to that thought. Look at it. Smile. Tell your mind, this is it. And then tomorrow, we're going to create it in a different way and make it happen. You see, open your eyes, please. Thank you. Good job, guys. So we're using the imagination to see the image of the event or the person or whatever it is. Or if you're an athlete, running the race or whatever it is. We now have the visual. And now what we're going to do is we're going to really emotionalize it. So you've got the seed planted, you've got all these areas. The health, the relationship, the money, the person. It's seeded. Spend time today, if you haven't done this exercise, and writing down what you want, write it down. And now, tomorrow, the magic begins. Are you guys excited? Awesome. Let's do a nice high five and give yourself a high five for doing an excellent job. And yes, Good job. Hey guys, good work. I'll see you tomorrow. And it's really going to get exciting and things are going to start to happen. And you know, remember the money? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Everything's going to start to happen. Okay guys, have an awesome day. Thank you. See ya.